Thanks to a grant from Awards for All, we installed zonal heating and lighting in the back of All Saints Church, Old Heathfield, so that we can continue our community projects during the winter. We have just started a new project in the church, a weekly coffee morning for parents and grandparents when they have dropped their children off at school. Our next Thursday topic is a gardener's question time, and we are about to have a village lunch. We also have Cameo, a meet and greet for elderly people, which meets quarterly. A children's corner has been created. The space at the back of the church is used for receptions after baptism and funeral services. Now we have to tackle the graveyard, which is overgrown and untended in parts, and we would like to turn it into something that the community could use not just for burials. The graveyard is one of the largest in the country. Everybody in the parish, whatever his or her faith, has a right to be buried there. We plan to reuse the old area of the churchyard for burials, as the park currently in use has only room for 3 more graves. This will involve removing some greatly overgrown trees and the old gravestones which could be placed against the wall. We plan where possible, and with permission, to remove the curbstones around the graves for easier mowing. We would like, once the graveyard is cleared of brambles, thistles, etc., to buy a sit-on mower and restore the existing brick shed so it can be kept there. We would like to involve some of the young people from the Duke of Edinburgh's award scheme in this. We plan to cut back the trees, then drain and resurface the public footpath which leads from the church through to the graveyard, down to the source of the River Cuckmere. We already have children from several local schools walking through the graveyard to see and study the source of the river. The path is also used by ramblers and dog walkers as it is part of the Wealden Way and connects with several others in the area. We plan to keep a few sheep within movable hurdles in a designated park where there are very few attended graves to keep the grass down. This would require piped water from the church. We have started to develop a wildflower area in one part of the churchyard and would hope to extend this. Also, we plan a history trail. There are several local dignitaries buried in the graveyard and several war graves with other interesting features like cast iron gravestones. We plan to involve the local schools in this and liaise with 2 local ladies currently writing a book about the local war dead. We plan an annual village graveyard picnic so that more people will become interested in the project and as many people as possible will be involved. The church and churchyard is part of our history and therefore needs conserving, and the local community are the people who can make this possible. So we also plan to ask any relative requesting a burial in the churchyard either to contribute something to the cost of the upkeep or to help in the churchyard in order that the churchyard is preserved in a proper state in the future.